Hey guys, Captain here. Today I'm bringing you another one of my Lego creations. This is a Lego microscale or mini scale, whatever you want to think of it as, Super Nintendo. And I've tried to recreate it to the best of my ability, try and make it as detailed as possible, and I think I've done a pretty good job with it actually. It's been a little while in the making, and in fact I designed most of this thing digitally because I just wasn't happy with what I was coming up with in person, and then I had the idea and I thought, let's see how this really looks. Well, really looks, and I put it together on Lego Digital Designer. I said, this looks good, ordered the pieces, and here we are. It has a removable cartridge, which is made very simply, and this is of my own design. Maybe if you've been lurking around on the internet, you may have come across a picture of a mini-scale Lego Nintendo Entertainment System. I think there are one or two, maybe even three good designs for that floating around. Probably about, like two good ones floating around. But this one, to my knowledge, has not been done before. I haven't been able to find a picture in mini scale. There's a very talented builder called Lego 27 Bricks on Flickr who makes very, very nice recreations of gaming systems, but he makes them in real scale, or a 1-to-1 scale. And he has made a Super Nintendo, but not a mini one. So I decided to give it a shot. Without further ado, let's check out how to build this. Alright, so I'm not going to go over how you make the cartridge because it's really simple. I just took a 2x3 plate and then tiled it up with 3 1x2 tiles. I chose white for the tiles and gray for the plate. Cartridges are gray, of course, but they have various colors for the sticker. But really, do whatever you want. Whatever color you use, it'll stick out nicely, as long as it's not light gray. So, the way you build the base, this is probably the trickiest part, the part that was most difficult for me to figure out, and this is the part that I really had to test digitally. You take 2 2x8 plates and 1 1x8 plate, and then you sandwich the 1x8 in between the 2x8s. And then count down 2 studs from the back and place a 1x3 brick going across here, sticking it all together. Now we're going to take 3 headlight pieces. Mine are in dark gray. I don't even know if this is the new dark gray. I think this is the old dark gray. But it doesn't really matter because this won't really be visible. And then across the front, place a 1x3 tile. And also across the top, place a 1x3 tile. And then give 1 stud of space between the brick and this little contraption, and place the headlights here with the tile facing towards the brick. Now what this does, with the headlight, there's an indentation about half of a plate. So basically the way the proportions work out and the math of the Legos works out, when you have something like this, when you have a plate and a tile, it gets sandwiched in there just tightly enough to stick, but not too tightly to fit, Now we're actually going to flip to the underside, and this is going to be a little flimsy at first, but it'll get better once we start building up the top. Now you see the 2x8 plates have 7 holes in them through the middle, and across these 7 holes we're going to place 7 worth of plates. All this is going to be in light gray, light bluish gray, whatever. I don't know why you'd be working with the old gray, but whatever floats your boat. And this way you get a very small indentation over here. And this is actually quite accurate to what the real Super Nintendo looks like. I tried before having it completely flat, and it just didn't look that good. And I figured this would be the best way to solve it. And then in between, on these really small holes, the little pins that fit just in the jumper plate holes, place 7 jumper plates. And again, it's going to be just a little flimsy for now. We'll move back and forth a little bit. The bricks we put on top hold it together decently. But once we've got that, flip it over. On the sides, place a 1x8 plate. And then going this way, place 1x6 plates. In the back here, we're going to place 2x3 plate, and another 2x3 plate here, and then finish this off with a 2x2 plate. Then around here we're going to put 1x3 plates. So we have this raised area around where the cartridge will go, and we're going to tile that up. You can tile it however you want, but I'm doing this with 1x3 plates, or tiles rather. And then while we're at it, in the back, place 2 more 1x3 tiles, or whatever floats your boat. You could use 5 1x2 tiles, but I used 1x2s on the side. And I don't know, this way the lines between the tiles line up pretty well, and I think it looks nice. In the front, what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 more headlights. Actually, probably easier would be place 2 1x3 plates right here in front of the other headlights we placed. Stack them on top of each other. And in the middle here, place 2 1x2 plates stacked on top of each other. And now would be a good time to place the headlights. Place them here facing outward like this, so square bottom is facing outward at you. Basically stick the back down. Now what we're going to do, we're going to tile such that we have 1x3s on the sides and 1x3s going across these headlights, holding them in place. Now we're going to take jumper plates and put them on top of here. The jumper plates will actually be quite stable because they'll rest on this one stud where they're actually connected, and then on the edge of the stud from the headlight so they won't fall through. And then up closer to the cartridge insert area, place a 1x1 light gray tile and then a 1x1 dark gray tile beneath that. And then take 2 1x2 purple tiles. If you have 1x1s, I don't know if they even exist. Actually, I think this color is dark purple if you're really looking for it, but 2 1x2 dark purple tiles, and because tiles don't really have anything underneath, you can kind of shift them over a little bit so spread nicely. And then this dark gray area is the little button switch thing you can press that kicks the cartridge out. Obviously this isn't functional here. I considered trying to make it do that, but I realized that's just too hard to do in this kind of scale. But anyways, we can place our cartridge in, and our mini Super Nintendo is complete. So with that, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please rate, comment, subscribe, send this to your friends, check out my other ones. I make lots of Nintendo stuff, especially Pokemon stuff. And I will see you guys next time.